Good afternoon, people. Welcome back to Daily Red Devil for all of your latest Manchester United transfer news and talk. And welcome to the Tottenham versus Manchester United watch along. I'm absolutely buzzing for this game. We have got the team news coming out already. But before we get into that, please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe, guys. And let's jump straight on into it. Right, so we've got the team up on the screen here. It's exactly the same squad that faced Wolves on Monday. So you've got Onana in goal, Luke Shaw left back, Varane and Martinez as the two centre-backs, Wan-Bissaka at right back, Casemiro, Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes as a midfield three. And then up top, you've got Garnacho, Marcus Rashford and Anthony. Now, I want you all to let me know in the comment section how you're feeling about the squad today. I'm a little bit unsure. I am. I'll be honest. From the beginning, I'm a little bit confused. You know, we're playing exactly the same squad as we played on Monday. I thought we were really poor on Monday. I thought we got completely overrun in the midfield. And ultimately, this is going to be a much more difficult test than what Wolverhampton Wanderers was. All respect to Wolves, Tottenham at home is definitely a harder game to play against. On the bench, our bench looks a little bit weak as well. Obviously, Harry Maguire is not in the squad. Apparently, there's a story coming out in the last 30 minutes or so saying that apparently Harry Maguire has picked up an injury. Whether or not that is true, we obviously don't know. Maybe that's spin. Maybe they're just trying to cover something up. Apparently, he's picked up a minor injury. Now, there is also somebody else missing from the squad as well. Donny van de Beek is also not in the squad. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that apparently this is because he is looking set to leave the club. Let me just get the tweet up for you. So Fabrizio has said the following. He says, Harry Maguire not called up for Manchester United squad today due to a minor injury. Donny van de Beek is not in the squad due to negotiations ongoing for his exit. So it does look like Donny van de Beek is going to be leaving the club. That's what Fabrizio Romano said 25 minutes ago. And that is why he is not on the substitutions bench today. I'm just having a look at it. We've got two goalkeepers, haven't we? We've got Henderson and Vitek. I mean, that just shows where we are at the moment. The fact that we've had to put two goalkeepers on the bench. It's not great, is it? Obviously, Harry Maguire, some of you will think that it's lies. Some of you will think that, you know, he's 100% not in the squad anymore. He's been pushed out. Obviously, I don't know the answers to that. Who knows? Maybe he has got an injury. Who knows? But yeah, I want you guys to let me know in the comment section about your score predictions, and also let me know how you're feeling about the squad today. So on the bench, we have the following players. We have got Diogo Dalot, Pellistri, Christian Eriksen, Vitek, Scott McTominay, Dean Henderson, Victor Lindelof, Anthony Martial and Jadon Sancho. So the bench is okay. I wouldn't say it's the most strong bench we've had. I think last week was a little bit better. Obviously, Donny was on the bench and Maguire was on the bench. The fact that we've had to field two goalkeepers is a little bit of a concern, but it is what it is. Irvin says, Kieran, can I get a well-deserved shout-out for the lineup? Don't forget Erik ten Hag is stubborn. Yeah, you were saying that, my friend. You were. I thought that we were going to see lots of changes today. I thought McTominay was going to play. I thought we'd see Sancho playing. I thought we'd see Martial playing. I thought all sorts of things would happen, but it's exactly the same lineup as the Wolves game. You know what? Maybe it's the right decision, though. Maybe he's given them an absolute telling off this week, and maybe they're going to come out there with a point to prove. That's what we've got to hope. We've got to hope that these players are ready for this game today, because it's going to be a difficult test. Right, let's look at the Tottenham team. So in relation to the Tottenham team, they've got their new goalkeeper, Vicario, in goal. They've got Udogie at left back, Christian Romero and Van de Ven as the two centre-backs. They've got Pedro Porro at right back. They've got a midfield two of Bissouma and Sarr. And then they've got Son, Maddison, Kulusevski and Richarlison. It's going to be a difficult game. It really, really is. It's going to be a really tough test. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think. I still think we're going to win it. I think 2-1 I'm going with. I think it's going to be a tight game, though. I don't think it's going to be a pretty watch. But I think we're going to have enough to beat them. Yeah, but let me know what your score predictions are in the live chat. We're about 20 minutes away from kickoff, roughly. 20 minutes until kickoff. I'm going with 2-1. I think Rashford's going to score today, and I think Bruno will also score today. But yeah, let me know what your score predictions are. Let's just hope today that all of those front players have a better game, because the game the other day, they were so poor. Rashford was poor, Garnacho was poor, Mount was poor, Casemiro, all of them were poor. Everybody apart from the defence was poor against Wolves. So we've just got to hope that today they've all... I don't know. I don't know what Erik ten Hag needs to do to get them scoring goals, but we just need to hope that they go out there and actually give us a bit of something to watch, because the game against Wolves was so poor. It was probably one of the worst games I've seen since Erik ten Hag's taken over at Manchester United. So hopefully today is the day where we actually see a proper game of football Well, you know, the thing with Tottenham is their defense still does look a little bit weak. It doesn't look that solid. So, yeah, I'm thinking. Josh says Richarlison is a flop. Yeah, I mean, you say that, and then he'll probably score. So don't jinx it just yet. Don't jinx it. Right. With it being a live show as well, I will read out some questions and stuff as we get into it. Keeper says, Kieran, are you surprised with Wolves losing because they played well against us? I am a little bit surprised. They got absolutely battered, didn't they? Is it 4-1? Wolves, Brighton? Yeah, they've been absolutely battered by Brighton, haven't they? Am I surprised? Not really. I think we were just very, very poor that day. We made Wolves look really good. And Brighton are a quality team. Let's all agree here. Brighton were playing better football than us last season. 100%. Every time I watched Brighton play last year, they were literally so entertaining, playing quality football. So I think Brighton are going to do really well this season. They've won their first 2 games, haven't they? They've got 6 points now. They won their first game. They've just beaten Wolves away from home. Obviously, the first game was against Luton, so it's not much of a test, to be completely fair. But yeah, I think Brighton are going to have a good season. I really do. Keeper says, Kieran, I think it's going to be a late penalty for Manchester United. I think it's going to be 3-2 or 3-1. Keeper says they are better than us. I assume you're talking about Brighton. Yeah. I mean, we have to put a marker in the sand here. We need to go to this game today, and we need to beat Tottenham. We can't be drawing. We can't be losing. We need to go and beat them, because our form last year away from home was so poor. This is our opportunity to go out there and to actually show that we've changed. We need to show everybody that we've changed, because at the moment, the fans are disheartened. Everybody's worried. People are saying they don't think we're going to get top 4 now. People, you know, all the rest of it. But today is the opportunity to go out there and to correct some wrongs. You know what? The only thing I will say about this lineup is I'm a little bit disappointed that Jadon Sancho's not started. I don't think Rashford, Garnacho or Anthony did anything to prove playing again today. I really don't. I think all of them were very average. I think Jadon deserves a chance. Maybe he's not 100% fit, but I don't get it. I suppose if you're looking at it critically, Erik ten Hag has to play Anthony because he spent 100 million euros on him. Rashford has to play. I wouldn't be surprised if Rashford has something in his contract that says he has to play. I genuinely wouldn't. Garnacho, I love Garnacho. He's one of my favourite players. So I'm willing to give them all a second chance. It's their redemption. They can go out today and hopefully they have a really, really good game. Maybe they've shown something in training. Maybe they've shown Erik ten Hag more in training. So Milis says, Kieran, what will your emotions be if we play today as we played against Wolves? If we play anything similar to how we played against Wolves on Monday, we're going to get absolutely battered today. I reckon if we play like we did then, it could be 4 or 5-0, genuinely, because we didn't have a midfield. I know on my what do you call it, lineup here, we've got it as like a 4-2-3-1, whatever you want to call it. I think one of Bruno or Mason Mount will probably drop a little bit further back today. I think one of them will probably sit next to Casemiro, because we are absolutely desperate for that to happen. We really, really need one of those two to play alongside Casemiro, because every single time the Wolves players got the ball in the midfield, they just carved through us like butter. It was so easy for them. They didn't even have to try and do anything. They weren't even playing. I mean, they were playing well, but you know what I mean. It wasn't. I've just changed it to something different, haven't I? There we go. Yeah. When you see Wolves go and lose 4-1 at home today, they're clearly not that good of a team, are they? Let's be completely honest here. They're not. And we made them look good. I know. Let's give people credit where there's due, but we didn't help ourselves at all in that game against Wolves the other day. But yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing for this game. So do smash a like on the video if you haven't already. I'm absolutely buzzing for this. And do let me know what your score predictions are. And if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. I've just dropped a link in the chat to do that. We're only about 10 subscribers away from 14,000. So let's see if we can hit that in the next couple of minutes. Go and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Where are we? There we are. Right, let's see what we've got. Let's see if we've got any more questions coming in. Magic Hotel says, looks to me that Erik ten Hag has given them all an ultimatum. Correct things or expect to be dropped. Yeah, and you know what? I think they all deserve to come out and get another shot today. This is their opportunity. They have the chance to prove themselves. They have the chance to undo the wrongs of a Monday. Hopefully, they come out and prove themselves. I'm wanting an early goal. I'm wanting us to go out there, and I want us to prove to us, the fans, that they deserve to be Manchester United players. Because on Monday, That front line was an absolute disgrace. It really was. It was so poor. The midfield was poor. The only people who could hold their heads up after that game on Monday was Onana and the defenders. The rest of them were awful. So today is a massive, massive game, not just because we need the 3 points, but because it's also an opportunity for them to earn Erik ten Hag's trust again. He's trusted them to go out exactly the same team. Honestly, I was shocked when I saw the team news come out. Absolutely shocked. I honestly thought Jadon Sancho would play. I thought Anthony Martial might play. There were so many different options of people who could have played today, and I didn't expect it to be exactly the same lineup as what we've got from Monday, because anybody in this chat would agree that we were poor on Monday. But yeah, let me know how you're feeling. Are you nervous? Are you excited? I am getting a little bit nervous now. I wasn't nervous before. I was quite calm about it, but I am a little bit nervous. Tottenham aren't great, but you never know, do you, in football? You never know. Do you know what's one interesting fact? Us and Liverpool are the only 2 teams in the Premier League not to have lost at Tottenham's new stadium. So that's a bit of hope to hang on to. I think we've had 2 wins and 2 draws since they moved to their new stadium. So Tottenham have never beaten us at, what's it called? The London Stadium? Whatever it's called. They've never beaten us at the London Stadiums yet. So hopefully we go and get this one done. Hendrik says, so United starting again with Mount. I don't think Anthony should have started at all. Yeah, I am a little bit surprised that Mason Mount's starting again. Like, I want Mason Mount to do well, but this is the Premier League. I don't think you can play a game with 2 attacking midfielders and just have Casemiro as the only defensive-minded midfielder. I don't think that's possible. Maybe if you're in a Pep Guardiola team, maybe he does crazy things like that. But for Erik ten Hag to be playing 2 attacking midfielders away at Tottenham, hopefully it works. Hopefully we absolutely thrash them. But for a team that scored one of the least amount of goals in the Premier League last season, we did really, really poor in front of goal last year. Maybe that's what he's looking at. Maybe he wants more goals. Maybe he's thinking, if I throw more attacking threat up front, maybe we can get some more goals. Maybe that's, the reasons for this. But if it backfires today and we lose, people are going to say, why did he play Mount? Why did you not have another defensive midfielder? Why did Sancho not play? There's so many if, buts and maybes. Now, the one thing I did want to mention is we do have a couple of options on the bench. So obviously we've got Pellistri, who I think is obviously a good player. We've got Scott McTominay. We've got Anthony Martial, and we've got Jadon Sancho and Eriksen. So there's about 4 or 5 people on the bench who I think could come into the game and change things if we really, really need it. Hopefully we go out there and we hit the ground running. Hopefully we get some goals early on. I am expecting us to be absolutely going at them today. Okay, I'm expecting a goal in the first 30, 40 minutes. We need to do that. We need to silence the home crowd, because at Tottenham, they're always up for it against Manchester United. It's the biggest day of their season. They never compete for any trophies. Manchester United come to town. Other than Arsenal, it's the biggest game of the season for Tottenham, isn't it? This is their final. We know that. They're not going to win the Champions League because they're not in it. They're not going to win the FA Cup because they don't ever win any cups. They might battle for top 4, but that's all that Tottenham ever do. So just remind yourselves that this is the biggest game of the season for Tottenham and their home fans. They'll be up for it from the first minute. So, yeah, we've just got to silence them. We need to get a goal really, really early on. Keeper says, Kieran, do you think Mount is going to play as a 6 or Bruno as a 6? I think that today it will be Bruno and Casemiro as the 2 holding midfielders, and then I think Mason Mount will play further up the pitch. I think he has to do that. He has to drop one of those players back into a more defensive role, because if he doesn't, I think we could get absolutely battered. I honestly do. So hopefully that happens. And obviously, as soon as the game starts, we'll be able to get a bit of a better idea of the of how we're set up and all the rest of it. I'm just having a look at Tottenham's bench. I mean, Tottenham's bench is pretty poor. Not that that really means anything. I mean, they've got Ben Davies, Højbjerg, Davinson Sanchez, Emerson Royale, Lo Celso. Yeah, so Tottenham don't have a great deal of options on the bench. I think our bench is slightly better than theirs. Obviously, Sancho coming on, I think he can change a game. I think Eriksen can change a game with a pass. I think Anthony Martial on his day can change the game. Obviously, you've got Victor Lindelof there if you have any issues at centre-back. I'm expecting a big game from Garnacho, a big game from Anthony, and a big game from Rashford. Those 3 people need to come out and absolutely show us something today. Erik ten Hag's just being interviewed here. Sorry, guys. Let me just... So Erik ten Hag's just being asked at the moment about what his targets are for away from home, and he's saying that the main target for this season is to improve our away form, because our home form is so good. We did so well at home last season, but last year we were so poor on the road. So today is the opportunity to start the season where we mean to kick on, to get a win away from home. We cannot lose today. We cannot. I know it's only the second game of the season, but if we're going to improve on last season's points tally, we need to be beating Tottenham away from home, because last year we drew with them away from home. So anything less than a draw is a failure, I think. I mean, they haven't even got a striker. They've got Richarlison up front. Like, we need to be beating them. Yeah, as Milis says in the chat, obviously we play Nottingham Forest after this, and then we play Arsenal away. So we need to win today, and we need to beat Nottingham Forest, because if we lose today, then, you know, we lose against Arsenal in a couple of games' time. It's looking pretty bleak very, very quickly. You know, that'll be 1 win from 3 games. Like, we need to win today. So people are talking about Ahmed in the chat. Ahmed's injured. He's out for about 2 or 3 months, apparently. I'm not sure exactly what's wrong with him, but apparently he's out for around 2 to 3 months. I'm going to try and find out quickly what's wrong with him. He got injured in the Arsenal game, didn't he? Let me have a look. So it's a knee injury. He's out for 2 or 3 months with a knee injury, apparently, Amad Diallo. Which is frustrating, isn't it? Because this season really, really felt like his opportunity to kick on and actually get some game time. Somebody's saying he's playing in the youth team. I don't think he is, mate. I think he's injured. I'm looking on the injury thing at the moment, and he says he's out with a knee injury. So I don't think he's injured. I'm not sure. Sorry, I don't think he's playing in the youth team. I don't know where you've seen that. Where are we? We're about 14 minutes away from kickoff, though, guys. Absolutely buzzing for this game. Very, very excited. Cannot wait to get started. Yeah, he's injured. He's definitely injured, Amad Diallo. They're just showing some clips back of the game last week, and literally all 3 of our midfielders are on the edge of Wolves' box, and then they just counter, and we're absolutely screwed. So we've got to see a different style of play today. I think it should be a little bit more pragmatic, because we could have easily got thrashed by Wolves the other night. If that was a better team, it would have been 4 or 5-0, I think. Or 4 or 5-1 if you want to, you know, go down that route. But yeah, it's a big one today. Casemiro's got to massively improve as well. He was really poor the other night. All of the midfield and all of the attack were poor. And I said this the other night, right? I sent a benchmark. I said, I don't see any way that we could play worse than we did against Wolves the other day. That was honestly one of the worst performances I've seen in recent years. It was so poor. I know we got thrashed by Liverpool, but on that day, I thought we were in the game until half-time. It was only in the second half when there was just a freak run of goals, and they just, you know, every time they kicked the ball, it went in the goal, didn't it, against Liverpool? Yeah. Joshua, yeah. So Josh is saying that it looks like Højlund's going to make his debut against Arsenal. There is a small chance that that he might play against Nottingham Forest on next Saturday. He did put up a story a couple of days ago with him training on the grass, which is obviously good, and it had the caption soon. So I'm really, really hoping that Rasmus Højlund gets his debut against Nottingham Forest on Saturday next week, even if it's off the bench. I really, really want to see him before we go to that Arsenal game, because I think throwing Rasmus Højlund in, first game of his career away at the Emirates, I think that's a massive, massive ask. I really do. But yeah, so hopefully he gets he's ready for next Saturday. Someone says Erik ten Hag needs to be careful, especially with suspect signings. The football needs to improve, better tactics, or it's on him. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and slag off Erik ten Hag at this point. It's far too early. I'm gonna give him at least this season, another season, and see where we are. He won us a trophy last year. He got us top 4, and I didn't think either of those things would happen. So Erik ten Hag has won a lot of respect from me. He's won a lot of love from me, because he's completely, you know, surpassed what any expectations I had from Manchester United last season. So obviously this year we need to get top 4. Manchester United cannot not be in the Champions League. I know some of you in the chat will be saying, I'm expecting to win the league this season. Some of you will be saying, I want to win the Champions League. I'm not expecting any of that. I don't think it's realistic. I think top 4 is realistic at this point, and maybe even then is a push. When you see Brighton, the way Brighton are playing, we've got serious, serious competition. You know, Brighton, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, Newcastle. Like, there are so many teams in the league which are as good, if not better than us. Let's be very, very clear about that. By way of how they play, by way of the players, by way of all of the attributes behind the scenes. Has anybody in the chat watched the Newcastle documentary yet on Amazon Prime? If you haven't seen that yet, go and watch it. It's really, really interesting. I just watched it the other day. I think the second episode's just come out. It's called, I can't remember what it's called. It's on Amazon Prime. It's about Newcastle. It's about the new owners and all the rest of it. It's a really, really good documentary. Go and watch it if you are interested in those types of things. Simon says, do you believe the Harry Maguire injury update? No, I don't. I think it's he's being pushed out of the team. I do. Erik ten Hag hasn't said anything about it in the press conference just now. He was just being interviewed then. I'm just going to see if I missed any of it. Let me see if there's anything on Twitter about it. So Erik ten Hag said the following. He says, the message to the players, we have to do better. I know they can do better. The performance was not good on Monday, but we still won. So Erik ten Hag is coming out openly before the game saying that the performance on Monday was not good. He wasn't happy, and ultimately we did win. I can't see anything about Harry Maguire. I don't think he was asked about it. He said, I hope they're fresher and more comfortable with the ball. Here we go. He says, Harry Maguire, had a little problem in the last training session yesterday, so he couldn't travel with us. I don't know. So apparently it is an injury. Apparently it is a real injury. Who knows? It seems like a bit of a coincidence to me. But, at the end of the day, I'm not the Manchester United manager. Maybe Harry Maguire is genuinely injured. Who knows? We've got 10 minutes until kickoff, though, guys. Absolutely buzzing for this match. Cannot wait. I just want the game to start now, to be honest. I just want the game to start and to take a deep sigh of relief, hopefully, when we score. Right, what have we got? Let's see what else people are saying in the chat. Do get your questions in before the game. I will keep reading some out before the game starts. Mila says, who will be favourites between Brighton and Newcastle? Both of those teams look quality. Brighton look unbelievable. Newcastle look unbelievable. Like, they're playing better football than us. They are. Both of them. They were last season as well. Would everybody agree with that? Both Brighton and Newcastle look better than Manchester United. No arguments whatsoever. And I don't know whose fault that is. Is it, that they've bought better players? Is it that they've, been better in the transfer market? I don't know. I don't know what the answer to it is. But from watching it from a mutual perspective and without my red tinted glasses on, I can honestly say that Newcastle and Brighton look better than Manchester United. They do. Yeah, as Magic Hotel says, it's exciting times at Newcastle. It's great team spirit. And when you look at the players that Newcastle are bringing in as well, they're bringing in some really, really exciting players. They've just brought in Tonali. He is a quality player. They've brought in 2 or 3 other. They brought in Harvey Barnes. They brought in a couple of really young players. They've just got the left back from Chelsea. Like, they're making some really, really good signings. And I honestly think it won't be long before Newcastle are winning the Premier League. And I'm even going to say this now, right? If the Glazers stay at Manchester United, I think Newcastle will win the Premier League before we do. Call me what you want, say whatever you want, but I genuinely think if Newcastle carry on the trajectory they are at the moment, and the Glazers don't sell Manchester United and we carry on in the way we are, I genuinely think they'll win the Premier League before we do. I genuinely do. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? We've just got to hope. Mila says we have paid 150 million for Sancho and Anthony. That is the money you could spend on Osimhen. Yeah, I mean, there's no point looking back in the past, is it? There isn't. We've got to believe in Anthony. We have to. We have to believe that he's going to be good this season. We have to believe that he's going to prove his price tag. I thought he was okay last year. I know a lot of you in the chat didn't think he was good enough, but I genuinely think he did do quite well. I thought he defended well. I thought he tracked back a lot. I thought he was hardworking. He's obviously got a great left foot on him. He got some goals. He got some assists. I know he's not the finished package yet, but I mean, how old is Anthony? Is he 22, 23? He's still very young, remember. It's not like he's 28 and we've just bought him for, he's 23 years of age. He's still very, very young. He's still got a long time to go until... Keeper says, how many losses do you think we'll get in the Premier League this season? I honestly think 10 or 8. I'm just having a look. How many did we get last year? Yeah, anybody just joining in the last few minutes is exactly the same lineup as last weekend, which is a bit suspect, I think, but... We've got to trust Erik ten Hag. We've got to hope that he knows what he's doing, which I'm sure he does. He's the manager. We're not. Let's hope that he knows what he's doing, and let's hope that we go and beat them. Right, so last season we lost 9 games. I think we'll lose 9, maybe more this season. I do. I think 9 is probably the kind of benchmark on games we'll lose. How long have we got until kickoff? We've got less than 5 minutes until kickoff now, guys. So make sure you get your waters, get your cups of tea, whatever it is you're drinking. I've just got a cup of mint tea. Just been out for lunch, so... Just trying to help the food digest a bit. We just went for Caribbean food. So I just had jerk chicken, rice and peas, all sorts of nice Jamaican, Caribbean food. Absolutely lovely. Let me know in the comment section, is anybody into Caribbean food? There's some really, really good places in Bristol for, Caribbean food. Really, really nice. Because I knew I was going to be on stream for like 2 hours. I had to eat the kind of amount of food that I was going to... I ate my lunch and dinner almost at the same point, if that makes sense. I had an absolute feast, so I'm feeling quite full now. Mila says, go Red Devils, we need this win and go to the Emirates and make them fear. Yeah, we need to win today. We have to win today. I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to do it. Hoyland's still injured, my friend, unfortunately. Hoyland is still injured. Apparently he's going to be back for the Arsenal game in about 2 weeks' time. Yeah. Simon saying Indian food for me. Yeah, I like Indian as well. I like anything. I'll eat any food. I'm not really that picky. I'll eat pretty much anything. The only thing I don't massively like is well, I like Indian. I like pizza. I like fish and chips. I like Turkish, Lebanese, curry, anything, Sri Lankan, Jamaican. I like everything. I really do. The only thing I'm not massively keen on is I don't like some Chinese food. Like some of it I'm not that into. I don't mind like egg fried rice and stuff like that, but generally I wouldn't always go for a Chinese. It probably would be like my last option. I do like Thai food though. Thai food is banging. I like Japanese food. I like ramen, things like that. I like everything. Moroccan food is a good shout as well. Right, the teams are getting ready. Let's stop talking about what my belly likes, because you're probably, maybe you do care about stuff like this, maybe you don't, but I thought I would just share a little bit of my day with you. If I was only to ever eat one meal ever, it would probably be either like Turkish or that kind of vibe, something like that. Right, we're a couple of minutes away from kickoff now. I managed to get my stopwatch working again now, guys. So that's a positive, isn't it? My timer decided to stop midway through the game. Oh, of course, it's the first game of the season, isn't it, for the new manager at home? That doesn't really help, does it? Let's just go and embarrass them. Come on, boys. I want us to embarrass Tottenham today. I'm expecting a big score. Simon says, I love food. Yeah, I love food as well. All right. The players are just walking out now. We've got about 2 minutes until kickoff. I will set the stopwatch. So if you are watching the game as well and you've got me in your ear whilst you're watching, make sure you skip the video, my video, so it's in line with wherever you are on the game. But I will start the stopwatch as soon as the kickoff starts. So do make sure you are watching along in sync with me. Yeah, I'm just going to get myself prepared. I'm not gonna mess around with it too much. The stopwatch. Last time I tried to get a bit cocky and I don't know what I tried to do, but I broke it. So I'm just going to keep it simple today. Keep it nice and simple. No funny business with the stopwatch. Magic Hotel says Garnacho will score today. I hope so, mate. I do. I don't think the Tottenham defence looks very good. I don't. Christian Romero, is he good? He's all right. Pedro Porro looks very average. That new Mickey van der Ven guy, he looks okay. Yeah, I'm not massively impressed. Oh, God. I'm not massively impressed with the Tottenham defence. I think we do have an opportunity to get some goals against them today. And I think Richarlison up front, is he going to have much luck against Varane and Martinez? I'm not sure. Heung-min Son, I think, is a quality player. Kulusevski is a good player on his day. And Maddison's a good player on his day. Those three are dangerous. Richarlison doesn't really concern me that much. I say that, and we'll probably score 3 goals against us now, won't he? Simon says it's going to be a draw. I wouldn't be happy with a draw, but I would probably take it. Just, we just can't lose today. We can't lose. Like, losing is not an option. Second game of the season, we need to go and win. If we lose today, the amount of outrage there'll be, it'll be crazy. We lost the last 2 games of the season. We've beaten Wolves the first game. If we go and win today, that'll be 6 points out of our first 2 games. Last season, we had 0. So we just need to see improvements on last season. That's all we need, isn't it? Right, we're getting very, very close to kickoff now, guys. We're about 10 seconds away. as soon as the it looks like it's a 4-1-4-1. That's what Manchester United are playing today. Same formation as last time by the looks of it. So Casemiro as the CDM, and then you've got Anthony, Fernandes, Mount and Garnacho as a midfield 4, and then Rashford up front. I don't know what to think. Obviously we'll have to wait and see. I'm not gonna, 4-1-4-1 scares me a little bit. Hopefully the midfielders come back and help defend, because last week they really didn't, and it was an issue. All right, where are we? All right. Any minute now, we will be kicking off. I'm poised, waiting for the game to start, so I can get the timer set up at the same time. Joshua says, I want to focus on our performance and not the result. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, it's a 4-1-4-1, just to be very clear. Anybody who is wondering what the formation is. Yeah. Apparently he never lost a home match. All right, any second now we will be kicking off. I will start the stopwatch as soon as. Hold on, sorry guys, I'm just... All right, we've kicked off. All right, the stopwatch has started. The game has started. Here we go, guys. Let's get this going. Come on, boys. God, it's tense, isn't it? It's always those first couple of minutes of the game where you feel a bit nervous. The nerves start to kick in. 3 points. Come on, boys. The stopwatch is working today as well, guys, so that's a massive positive. Looks like we're pressing really high up the pitch. Trying to work out what we're doing here. I mean, the midfield, again, it's just Casemiro. You can already see it. Jeez. Tottenham nearly scored then. It looks like we're doing the same thing as we did with our midfield last week. Tottenham literally nearly scored there. There's no midfield. There's just a massive gap in our midfield. I mean, if Son had hit that better, that could have been a goal. Not what you want in the first minute, is it really? Oh. Hopefully Casemiro has a good game today, because if he's the only CDM, he needs to literally have a 10 out of 10 performance. It looks like Mason Mount's dropped back a bit though now. So it looks like it is more of a 4-2-3-1 when they have the possession. Mason Mount's dropped a little bit further back, and Bruno Fernandes is pushing up the pitch. It looks like Bruno's almost like playing as a striker at the moment. He's proper... Oh, go on. Go on. Here we go. Garnacho. Come on, Anthony. Oh, he skied it. It's a good chance, though. That looks a little bit better. We're pressing them high up the pitch. We're convinced, we're pressing them into making mistakes. Anthony probably should have done a little bit better there. Edge of the box. It wasn't, he didn't sky it, but it wasn't really close to the goal, was it? He didn't make the goalkeeper save it. If he, there was a few other people in the box that he probably could have passed the ball to. Anyway, we move. It's been pretty entertaining so far. Both teams could have scored. Oh, we're pressing. We're really pressing them nice. That's not a foul. Oh, come on. The Tottenham players are really rolling around on the floor today, aren't they? Just get up, get on with it. How's everyone feeling so far? I think it's okay. Everybody looks a little bit more up for it. They look like they're trying to prove themselves, which is obviously good, because that game against Wolves, let's just not even ever think about that one again. It was so bad. Wan-Bissaka, very nice. Come on. Martinez. Oh, Anthony. Marcus Rashford, come on. Work, nice. Good pressing. Good pressing. Oh, God's sake. We just literally a throw in. He just throws it straight to the other player. Go on, Luke Shaw, have him. Nice. There's never a foul. Well done, Luke Shaw there. Great bit of play. Mason Mount, very nice. Come on, go. Here we go. Mason Mount over to Garnacho on the wing. Come on. Have him. Have him. Have him. Yes, go on. Oh, nice. That's another shot on target. I know that's not something to celebrate, but we've had a little go. Garnacho's taken on his man. He beat his man. He had a shot. Didn't really test the goalkeeper, but still. They're really trying to play the ball round the back, aren't they, Tottenham? They look a little bit shaky when they're doing it. Lumen says, Kieran, is the pressure to perform making Garnacho be a bit selfish? I don't know. I think, you know, he went past the player there. I think he was in his right to have a shot, so I'm not going to slag him off for that. If that had got in, everyone would have been saying, what a great goal. So, you know, let's be fair. Got a throw in here. Anthony's just dyed his hair again. It's looking nice. Got a nice little white haircut on the go. Joshua says, Kieran, we should scout some players from FC Nordenland in Denmark. They have a youth program. I don't really know much about them, mate, but come on. Good play from Bruno here. Go on. Garnacho's got the ball on the wing. Go on, have him. Go on, take him on. Oh. Looks like Bruno's injured. I think Bruno's injured, everyone. He looks like he's really hurt. Yeah, that looks like it hurt. He kind of withdrew his leg a little bit, didn't he? Hopefully he's all right. Milas says Olmo looks good this season. Apparently Olmo might be going to Manchester City, I saw. Yeah, hopefully Bruno's all right. It looked like a nasty one, but it was more like, you know, where it's a 50-50 and somebody withdraws their leg. It was exactly that. There wasn't any, like, maliciousness in it whatsoever, I don't think. Hopefully he's all right. I think he'll be all right. It didn't look too bad. He's up. He's all right. Bruno, like, honestly. Oh, he's got to go off the field for 30 seconds. What? Stupid. They're making him go off the field for 30 seconds, then he can come back on. Yeah, I think he's all right. I don't get this. Why do they have to go off the pitch for 30 seconds? It's ridiculous. Imagine if they score now. All because somebody did a tackle and he hurt his leg a little bit, and then he has to go off for 30 seconds, even though he's completely fine. Oh, Rashford. Go on, here we go. Anthony's got the ball back. Well done, Anthony. Come on, pass, pass. There we go. Who's he got it through? To Garnacho. Here we go. Go on. Come on. Come on. Pass. Get it in the box. Corner. Corner Manchester United. It's looking good so far. We're looking good. It was a bit of a dodgy pass by Anthony. Garnacho slots it through to Luke Shaw, gets a corner. We look up for it though. We do. We look like we're playing a lot better than we did against Wolves. That's for sure. Come on. Bruno's back on the pitch. Luma says, Kieran, should Casemiro go forward or not? I don't think so. I don't think he has, is he? Oh. Another corner to Manchester United here, guys. Putting on some good pressure at the moment. Looking much better than we did against Wolves, 100%. Mason Mount with the corner here. Nice goal kick. Varane got a couple of headers on it though. He's got an eye for goal now, doesn't he? He's hungry for it. I think I got Varane in my fantasy Premier League team, I think. I know I've got Rashford in there. I was getting absolutely ripped on Monday by my friends. I triple captained Marcus Rashford. And yeah, you know, oh, go on, Varane. Well done. Good play, Varane. Onana. Oh, lovely ball. Onana. That's why we've brought Onana in. That ball was unbelievable. Go on. Oh, for God's sake. Rashford offside. How many times are we going to have to say Rashford offside this match? I know this is only the first one, but I swear Rashford still struggles to time his runs, doesn't he? Yeah, it's much more better than the last game. Much better. We just need to get a goal because I think if we get a goal, they panic, they come and attack us, and that's when we can pick them off. But yeah, this first 10 minutes, 10 times better than how we played against Wolves. 10 times better. Obviously, that doesn't always win you games, though, does it? Sometimes you play well and lose. So until we score, come on, boys. Oh, poor. Yeah, much, much better. Let me know in the comment section, guys, how are you feeling about the game so far? And if you haven't liked the video, please do smash a like on it. And please do subscribe to the channel. We're only 4 subscribers away from 14,000. So let's see if we can hit that by the end of this video. I'm sure we will. So do subscribe if you are new to the channel. Yeah, I'm happy with this so far. I am. Joshua says, Kieran, you should research some of the players from... Yeah, I'll have a look at them, mate. I will. Luma says, Kieran, can we maintain the same pressure after 10 minutes or after getting a goal? I want consistency. Yeah, 100%, mate. I do. I agree. It's all good and well putting pressure on them for the first 10 minutes, but if you can't do that for the whole game, then, you know, yeah, it's not great, is it? But so far, they look good. Hats off to them. Had a couple of shots on target, a couple of chances. Oh my God. Tottenham look shaky. Romero just tried to pass it to that Van de Ven guy, I think it was. Is it Van de Ven? And he missed the ball. Went out for a throw-in. Come on. Oh, Anthony. I'm telling you, Basuma's a good player. I said this before the game. He looked really good in Tottenham's first home game against Brentford. Come on. Come on. Anthony on the edge of the box. Go on, Anthony. Rashford. Oh. That was close. Come on. Keep up the pressure. Oh, come on, Bruno. He was looking for that. Good. That was a good little bit of play there, it was. That would have been a nice goal if it had gone in. Good goalkeeping. Good save. What's that? 3 chances we've had now, though? I don't think Tottenham have had a single chance, have they, other than that Son one, which he skied. Yeah, it's looking positive, guys. It really, really is. We just need to turn this positivity into an actual goal because it's all good and well being like, oh yeah, we've put a bit of pressure on them. Oh, that was poor by Varane. Really poor. Had plenty of time and he just kicked the ball straight out. Eric Ten Hag will not be happy with that. Nice. Come on. Need to see a bit more speed. Milis says, I love this United again. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? When they actually, yeah, we've had 5 shots on target. Sorry, 3 shots, 5. Yeah, I mean, they haven't even had a shot yet, Tottenham. We've had 5. Come on, Bruno. Go on, here we go. Marcus Rashford is in. Come on, Rashford, come on. Go on, Wan-Bissaka. Come on. Ah. We're up for it. We really are. I say that. Tottenham are on the break now. They've lost it. Come on, boys. We're seeing a completely different style of play to what we saw against Wolves. So big ups to them. They've clearly had an absolute bollocking from Erik Ten Hag, and you know it's clearly worked. So come on, great play there from Bruno. Amazing. Oh, get up. Basuma rolling around on the floor. Come on. Go on, that's yours, Luke. Nice. Oh, shit. All right. Tottenham are in here. Come on, Martinez. Good defending. Really good defending there by Martinez. Really, really nice defending. I'm so glad that Martinez didn't get injured, because honestly, if he'd have got injured, I'd have been so worried for the rest of the season. You know, if you've then got to have Lindelof, I have no issue with, but if then one of them got injured and you have to start playing Maguire every game, it would have been an absolute disaster. It would. So it's an absolute miracle that his ankle injury was just a couple of days. Max says, hi Kieran, how is the game going? You know what, Max? We've looked really good so far. We've had about 6 shots already, and we're only 15 minutes into the game. We probably should have scored. Yeah, we've done everything but score at this point. Tottenham haven't had a single shot on target. Tottenham's had a corner, nothing. So yeah, at the moment it's looking really, really positive. Lumen says, Kieran, are Spurs playing counter-attack, or is it that we are forcing them defensively? I think we're putting them in their own half. This is the kind of football that Erik Ten Hag wants to play, right? That last 15 minutes that you've just seen, that is Erik Ten Hag ball. He pins them in their box and we win the ball back. That's exactly what the kind of football that Erik Ten Hag wants to play. So when we're playing that terrible football against Wolves, that's not the style of football Erik Ten Hag wants. Onana just did a risky ball then. Come on. Here we go. Oh. Come on, Mason Mount. Everybody looks like they're giving it a little bit more. Rashford, though. Come on, Rashford. Press them. He's just standing there. Oh, Tottenham are in here. Another Tottenham corner. Josh says, Kieran, do you remember the 2-0 against Tottenham at Old Trafford? We dominated them. Yes, I do. I was at the game when Cristiano Ronaldo scored that goal from outside the box. That was a banging game. I was at Old Trafford for that one. Lumen says 15 minutes up and we're back with the old United. I don't know. Yeah. Tottenham look a little bit more like they're putting pressure on now, to be fair. Apparently last season they got the most goals out of any team in the from headers from corners. So maybe that was Kane though. Good defending. I'm happy with the performance so far. I know we haven't scored, but I think we've looked all right. So that's all you can ask for, isn't it? At the end of the day, after how we played the other night. Oh, come on. Tottenham have got a little bit more control of the ball now. I'm really struggling to work out what the formation is when they've got the ball. It's quite strange. I know it's like a 4-1. All of the attackers just seem to be really, really narrow, don't they? All of our attackers when Tottenham have the ball. Basuma's got the ball. Basuma looks quality. Casemiro's just taken out Basuma. Absolutely taken him out. Joshua says, Kieran, I'm buzzing for the game against Spain tomorrow. Yeah, that should be a good game. What time is that? Is it in the morning? Let me have a look. England versus Spain. It's 11 o'clock. Yeah, 11 o'clock. Do you reckon England women's were going to win the World Cup? I reckon they will. I reckon they'll do it. I watched the game against Australia. They look good. They did. Maddison free kick here. Sandro Martinez got the ball away. Well played. Tottenham have looked a little bit more better in the last couple of minutes. They've looked a little bit more up for it. Maddison's crying to the ref. Go away. Go away. Stop your whining. So pathetic, isn't it, these days? The tiniest touch on any player and they literally fall to the ground like they've just been shot. I mean, I guess you could argue that they shouldn't be touching them. Oh, that was nice. Anthony tried to do the old let the ball slide through his legs and run onto it. Basuma managed to block it off, though. Come on, boys. We need a goal. Oh, Wan-Bissaka, what are you doing? Well, oh. Come on. Nice. Come on, Anthony. What you? Oh, lovely. Go on, Bruno. Ah. Oh. Big Worm, is the game on BT? The game is on Sky Sports. I don't know, or if you're talking about the England game tomorrow, I'm not sure what channel it's on. Milis says, I don't know how I feel about Onana's play. He's so dangerous with the ball. I like it. It's entertaining. That's a foul. Why are they throwing their hands around? The player fell over and took Casemiro out. Honestly. How can they think that they're going to get the free kick? Bunch of jokers, aren't they, some of these people? All right, come on, boys. Oh, here we go. Rashford. Oh, nice. Really, really nice play that was. Bruno Fernandes, free kick. Passes it round the back of the defenders. Really sneaky. Lovely. If that had gone in, it'd have been a great goal. Corner to Manchester United here. This is our third corner of the game now. Let's get one of these corners in. We get so many corners and we just... we never really seem to score from corners, do we? I know we employed this corner coach a couple of years ago, didn't we? He's still here and we still don't score goals. Come on. Oh, what was that? Oh, Onana's out on the halfway line. Here we go. Jeez. Onana was literally... Oh, what a ball. What a ball. Oh, my God. Come on. Honestly, that ball from Onana. Jeez, that was unbelievable. Wow. That was the ball of the game. He goes past Richarlison, I think it is, and literally pinpoint passes it across the whole pitch to Garnacho. Unbelievable. I don't know what Garnacho was doing there. That was poor, but yeah, unbelievable pass there from Onana. Incredible. Come on, Rashford. What are you doing, mate? Oh, that was rubbish. You're never going to get a free kick for that. Max says, what's your top three Manchester United players? My top three players are Lisandro Martinez, Garnacho, and Casemiro. And you have some people in the chat sometimes say that I'm that English bias. Well, clearly not. My favourite players, none of them are English. But yeah, who's your favourite players? Let me know in the comment section. We look good, though. That's never a free kick. Come on, get on with it. Oh, Richarlison's got the ball here. Rubbish. Richarlison's crap, isn't he? Absolutely rubbish. Come on, Garnacho here. Have him, Garnacho. Go on. What are you doing, Bruno? What? Oh! Oh! Oh, that was a beautiful chance, that. I think it was going to be offside, but that was unbelievable, that. Honestly, all we need is a goal here. Beautiful pass from Bruno Fernandes. Garnacho plays it back to Bruno. Bruno does a little dink into the box. Oh, it's the Rabona. He does the little Rabona, plays it into the box. Honestly, we look good today. We really do. I don't want to gas us up too much, but we look really good. Come on, let's just get a goal. Oh. Lumen says, Rashford, what more do you want? Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, he should have scored there, really, Rashford, shouldn't he? But go on, Rash, what are you doing? Lovely. Come on. Here we go. Garnacho again. All of it's coming through Garnacho on the left-hand side. Garnacho looks a lot better today than he did against Wolves. Here we go. Luke Shaw. Go on. Bruno Fernandes. Oh. They just hit the referee and then they went on the break. What was that? Oh, lovely. Come on, Anthony. Have him. Yeah, Bruno's playing well today. Oh, that was terrible. Casemiro, absolutely awful. What was that? They're going to score now, aren't they? Go on, Varane. Have him. Oh, Son's gone past Varane. Oh, he's done him. Oh, he's pulling him over. Oh, my God. Awful pass there from Casemiro. Good goalkeeping via Onana. Awful pass from Casemiro. Onana's been unbelievable today again. Varane doesn't have the pace, does he, to match Son? Great goalkeeping there by Onana. Like, obviously, if he hadn't saved it, it would have been disappointing. But it's still under pressure. We saw a goal earlier on, didn't we, in the Liverpool game where, Anthony does all the things that make you like. It's a glimpse away from working, isn't it? It's a glimpse away from being good, and then it just doesn't work. Like, he has got the skill, but it just, not 90% of the time, it just doesn't work. We need him to start doing the spin again, I think. We haven't seen him do the spin in a while, have we? Yes, Ismail in the chat saying Casemiro is lagging. I agree. Which makes it even more of a concern about the CDM issue, doesn't it? As much as I love Casemiro, we can't just have Casemiro as our only CDM. Oh, Rashford, unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's a trick there. Pass it, pass. Lovely. Here we go. This is it. Garnacho, come on, come on. Oh. Unbelievable. We literally, honestly, we're up for it. We're absolutely up for it here. What's going on here, is it? That's a handball. 100%. Handball. What the... If that's not a penalty... That is a penalty any day of the week. You're joking me. That is a penalty. That is... Oh my God. That is 100% a penalty. His arm is up. It has to be a penalty. His arm's literally... That is a definite penalty. If that's not given, no rival fans can give us shit about, oh, you get all the decisions, because that is 150% a penalty any day of the week. That has to be a penalty. He's not giving it. He's not giving it. That's a joke. That is an absolute joke. How is that not a penalty? Oh my God. That is, oh. How, is there anybody in the chat who doesn't think that's not a penalty? If that had gone the other way, they definitely would have given it. If that was against us. Come on, let's get a goal now. Let's silence these idiots. Come on. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, what are you doing? How was that not a penalty? Absolutely ridiculous. That was more of a penalty than the one against Wolves that everyone said was a penalty. Like, come on, his arm was away from his body. It was going on target and he hits his arm. Surely that is a penalty. I'm just watching it again on repeat now. It's definitely a penalty. Fucking hell. They didn't even go to VAR, or maybe they did, I don't know. Load of rubbish. At least, yeah, as Lumen says in the chat, sake, man. Like, we literally, we don't get decisions go our way. We don't. I know we have the one against Wolves, but if you actually look at it, we're going to be punished for that decision probably every single game this season. There'll be a penalty call and we won't get it anymore. I mean, that's definitely a free kick. He slaps him in the face and pulls him over. Why are they even bothering to... Come on, Garnacho, run. Have it. Garnacho's playing well, though. Fair play to him. So frustrating, though. It was clearly a penalty. Come on, let's get a goal. Let's silence these fools. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Rashford. What are you doing, Rashford? What are you doing? Oh, for God's sake. What the hell was he doing there? They're on the break now. You can't put this many people forward. Give it to Rashford when he has loads of options to play the ball. And he just... I don't even know what he tried to do there. Here we go. They're going to... Oh, what a save. What a save. Onana, unbelievable again. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That was literally, though, Rashford on the edge of the box. He had 4 or 5 people to pass the ball from. I don't know what he's trying to do. Is he trying to do some sort of mad trick or something? And then by the time he works out in his brain what he's trying to do, they've just taken the ball clean off him. Mark says that was revenge payback for Onana last week. That's what they do to United. Yeah, of course it was, mate. Of course it was. 100%. How that wasn't a penalty, I don't know. His arm was literally like up here and it hits his arm before, and it was going on target. So frustrating. Mount says Rashi looks off it. Yeah, he does. Onana, again, probably man of the match so far. Oh, what was that, though, Anthony? He's not even trying. You know, man. You know what? It's one of those ones where we've actually played well, and then you have something like that happen against you where a penalty doesn't go your way, and it just makes you think, is this not going to be your day, you know? Lumen says, what's our formation when Spurs are on counter-attack? Mate, when the Spurs are on the counter-attack, our formation is pray for our lives. Because literally everybody's committed forwards. It's their attack against our defence. Our midfield is completely out of the game every time they go on the counter-attack. The same as against Wolves. We're just pressing better than we were against Wolves. We're keeping them in their half, which is obviously great. But I mean, like Rashford now, he's not even running at them. He's just like walking around. No press at all. Garnacho's trying. At least he's trying to put them off. Rashford's just like barely running. See, that's what happens when you actually pressure them. Garnacho runs at the goalkeeper, pressurizes him, and then the goalkeeper just kicks it straight back to us. Here we go. Rashford, do something, please. Lovely ball. Go on. Come on. Where are we going? Anthony, what are you doing? He's having a shot. Rubbish. Tries his traditional left foot curl into the top corner. Yeah, I mean, if I'm the manager at halftime, I'm moving Rashford from the striker. I'm putting him on. I don't know what I'm doing with him, to be honest, because Garnacho deserves to play the second half. Anthony hasn't done much. I'm bringing on Sancho. To be honest. The only issue, I guess, with Sancho is he doesn't really do anything defensively. And in a game like this, you really, really need somebody who's actually working hard defensively because... oh, for God's sake. Wan-Bissaka's just got a yellow card here. Why do they even bother doing that? He literally blocks the player from taking a free kick in his own half. And he's just got a yellow card for it. I wouldn't be surprised if Erik ten Hag brings on Dalot now. Garnacho's had a really, really good game. Big ups to Garnacho. Big ups to Bruno. Mason Mount's looked good. Oh, Anthony again just gives the ball away. Anthony's looked poor. Casemiro's looked a little bit poor. I think our defence have done well so far. Yeah, as Mount says in the chat, Casemiro looks off it. He does. Let's hope that he improves. Come on. Bruno's been good. Oh, what are you doing? Yes, well done, Varane. Well done. Onana's been really good. Martinez has been good. They've all been good in the defensive areas. I just don't think... Come on, Casemiro. Find the pass. Yeah, Bruno's been really good. Varane's halfway up the pitch here. Come on, what are you doing? What are you doing, Rashford? Giving the ball away. Mason Mount's looked good as well. Let's be fair here. Mason Mount's looked good. Luke Shaw, come on. I'd probably say Garnacho's my man of the match so far. Or Bruno. Or Onana. One of those three. I can't pick. I like them all. Oh. Come on, Anthony. What was that? Oh. I'll tell you what, though, it's been an entertaining game of football. I know we haven't scored. We should have had a penalty. We've had a few good chances. Tottenham haven't really done anything. Yeah. Milas says Rashford and Anthony don't look very good. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. I do. Neither of them look good. I would bring on Sancho. I would even give Anthony Martial a go. Luma says, Kieran, believe me, if Kane was there, they would have scored, but Erik ten Hag would not have played same formation if Kane was there. Yeah, that's the thing we have to remember, right? Tottenham are weakened. They haven't even spent the Harry Kane money yet. When we play them later on in the season, they'll probably have 2 or 3 other players because they've got over £100 million in their pocket to spend on new people. So do remember that when you're watching this game. Everybody who's watching as well who isn't a subscriber, please do subscribe. We're only 4 subscribers away from 14,000. So do go and subscribe. Doesn't cost any money. Get involved. Why not? Yeah, Ismail saying, I agree, Mount is playing good today. Yeah, he is. We've got to give people credit where it's due. Mount looks good. Bruno looks good. Luke Shaw's had a good game. Mason Mount, great there. Really nice play. Come on, Mason Mount. Really nice. Wan-Bissaka, come on. Press forward. Rashford. Anthony, all right, come on. Do something, Anthony, please. I beg you. Oh, he does like half a trick, and you think he's going to do something, and then he doesn't do the other half of the trick. Do you know what I mean? Like he tries to do like a little fancy trick, and then it doesn't ever. Come on, Anthony, show us why we've spent all your money on. Here we go. He's going to have a shot, isn't he? No, nice. Out to Garnacho on the left. Here we go. Come on, Garnacho. Luke Shaw. Beautiful. Oh, my God. Jesus. We should be like 2-0 up here. We should have. Rashford should have scored. Bruno should have scored. And we should have had a penalty. It could be 3-0 at half time. He's onside as well. What was that? Terrible. Absolutely awful. He could have literally taken it. He could have controlled it on his chest and kicked it in the goal. He had that much time. As Simon says in the chat, same old story, no striker. If you've got Harry Kane there, if you've got Haaland there, someone of that level, they're going to score that goal. Awful. The rest of it was absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, that was embarrassing. It was. And Bruno's had an incredible game as well, so I don't want to... Go on. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, Tottenham. Son's got the ball here on the left. It looks like some more bad news for you. Fabrizio Romano's just tweeted that West Ham, here we go, for Konstantinos Mavropanos. So West Ham have just bought a defender. He says Harry Maguire deal is now definitely off. Here we go. So Harry Maguire is not going to West Ham. They've just signed another defender. The dream's over. Harry Maguire will be the new Manchester United striker. Confirmed. Oh, dear. Basuma's having a good game, to be fair. Most of the Tottenham players have been pretty average, but Basuma's looked quite decent. Yeah, Anthony's not been good at all. Yeah, Basuma, honestly, he looks quality. Really, really good. Come on, Anthony, tackle him. Oh, for God's sake. What is wrong with you? Rubbish. I'm telling you, Basuma's having a good game. Anthony lets him run past him, doesn't even try and tackle him. No, nowhere near it. Of course, that's a yellow card. Bruno's just got a yellow as well. Bruno's just got a yellow as well. It's not going our way today, is it? By way of the refs. He's just given and Anthony a yellow. Now he's just given Bruno a yellow. Yet we don't get a penalty in the first half, even though it definitely was a penalty. Magic Hotel says, Harry Maguire is a false 9 and a fake 6. There you go. He's just got a yellow. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. But he's loving giving out the yellow cards today. What is that? Wan-Bissaka, Bruno, and Anthony have all been given a yellow. That's obviously a concern, though, going into the second half, because Son. Oh, they nearly scored there. Pedro Porro just hit the crossbar. Oh my God, they hit the post again. They've hit the post and the crossbar twice in about a space of 10 seconds. Come on. Pick up the momentum again. Get a goal before half-time. Oh, they're in again here. Rubbish. I think I've got Pedro Porro in my fantasy team. Not that that means anything. That was an unbelievable shot, though, from him. Jeez. Crossbar. Oh, it comes out of deflection off Luke Shaw's leg. Nearly goes in the goal. Lucky there. Really lucky. Come on. Come on, Anthony. Do something. He's got the ball here. Come on, Anthony. Oh, rubbish again. Absolutely crap. Come on. Well, I mean, if we're going to be optimistic, at least we're not losing. Yeah, we've got 3 yellow cards in our team now, so we've got to be careful. I wouldn't be surprised if Erik ten Hag makes some changes, because it's definitely looking weak on that right-hand side, isn't it? Son seems to keep going past of him. Luke says Anthony is so predictable, comes back on his left foot way too much. He slows down the game too much. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. Garnacho's looked quality this game. Really, really good. Fair play to him. Mason Mount's looked quality. Bruno's looked quality. Rashford's been poor. Anthony's been poor. Oh, what was that? Don't give away a free kick here. Yeah, the first 15 minutes was Erik ten Hag ball, and now we're back to the typical Manchester United style of football that we all love. Not. Lumen says, I'll take a point. Yeah, I mean, a point is a point, isn't it? If we want any ambitions above top 4, we need to be beating Tottenham. I know it's only the second game into the season, but I think we can all agree that, you know, if anybody in this conversation thinks that we're going to win the league, you need to be beating Tottenham away from home. They're Tottenham. They haven't won a trophy probably in my lifetime, have they? Yeah, we have to beat them. Malk says Anthony was an issue. Anthony was a mistake. His attitude stinks, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. I was excited about Anthony when he came to the club, but I think he works hard. I think he defends. I think he gives 110% every single game. I'm just not sure if his 110% is world class or not. That would be my honest opinion at this point. I still think, you know, give him another year, a couple of years. Oh, great save by Onana again. Onana's been really, really good. Anybody who said that Onana wasn't good at shot stopping, he definitely is. Onana's quiet, calming everyone down. That's the kind of goalkeeper we need, isn't it? Yeah, as Big Worm says, we need 3 points here. Yeah, we do. 3 points are essential. Even if you want top 4, you need to be beating the other teams around you. And obviously Tottenham, whether we think they are or not, they probably will be somewhere in the kind of 4th to 6th. Oh, for God's sake, we've just given away a free kick here. We've gone from being really, really good looking quality to being really, really poor, haven't we? Joshua says, we've had 14 shots and 3 on target. How are we still drawing 0-0? Yeah. Now you know what it feels like to be a Wolves fan. What was that? Is that not a handball? Oh. Good goalkeeping there by Onana. Go away, Richardson. Go away. Go and do your stupid duck dance or whatever it is. Is it a duck dance? There's a chicken in it. Was it? He does like this, doesn't he? What is he supposed to do, Richarlison? I don't see him score very often, so I can't remember. But I remember he did it. He took his shirt off, and then it was offside. Is it a chicken? It's some sort of winged animal, isn't it? Come on, Anthony. Go. Oh, what was that? Casemiro is literally in their box, and now they're going to break. If I see Richarlison doing that stupid chicken dance, I'm going to be absolutely fuming. I will be. Simon says we're never... apparently it's a pigeon. There you go. I knew it was some sort of winged animal. I didn't know whether it was a seagull, pigeon, a crow, who knows. Chicken. Come on, great play there. Come on. Come on. Oh. Malp says we're miles off. It's terrifying. Three minutes of added time here. I don't really understand the formation either. I swear Bruno Fernandes is playing as a striker. I don't really get it. Yeah, Malp says it's the pigeon dance. How does he do it? Is it like... It's like this, isn't it? Something like that. Simon says a striker and a midfielder are needed ASAP. Yeah, honestly, if I see Richarlison doing that pigeon dance, that's it. I'm going. Basuma's just kicked the ball out of play there. We've got about 2 minutes left of the first half, guys. Definitely a better performance than it was against Wolves. But still, the last 20 minutes have been a little bit shaky. So, yeah. But we're 1 subscriber away from 14k now, guys. So please do subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, why not? Let's get up to that 14k. We were only on 10k last week, so massive, massive achievement for this community. We've gone up like 4,000 subscribers in a week, which is absolutely mental. Crazy. So big ups to all of you who watch every single day. Carl says, time to bring on Martial. Redemption incoming. Yeah, I would. I'd get him on. I would. I don't know who for. I mean, Anthony could go off. Rashford would go off. I wouldn't be surprised if neither of them come off and Garnacho comes off because... Oh, nice. Good play by Luke Shaw there. If Manchester United score, I'll do the pigeon for you. I'll do the Richarlison pigeon. I'll do it properly. I'll get up off my chair and I will do the pigeon. Come on, Casemiro. Pass it. Pass it. Yes, come on. Luke Shaw's got the ball here on the left. Garnacho. Got about a minute left till half time. Come on. Oh. No goals, is there? Yeah, as Malp says, there's no goals in this team. 0 goals. So we've had 14 shots in this half, 3 shots on target. Spurs have only had 7 shots. They've had more possession though. I would say we should be 2 or 3-0 up. Maybe 2 or 3-1. Tottenham probably should have scored that Pedro Porro one. We've had a couple of chances where we definitely should have scored and we should have had a penalty. So, yeah, we should be winning. We really, really should. And that's what scares me because when it's a game like this, when you're not winning and you should be, it does really, really frighten me. Tom says we're such an average team, let's be real. That's right, that's half time now, guys. I'm going to stop the clock. Let's see if I can get the clock to work. There we go. All right. I'm just going to get some. I'm just going to get some water. I'll be back in about 30 seconds. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, God. Right, I'm back. Hello, everybody. Whew, gosh. Right, how's everyone feeling? Let me know how you feel in the comment section. Let's get a bit of conversation going. You know what? I'm not going to be too negative. I thought that was a pretty entertaining half of football. We should be winning. We should have scored a couple of goals. We should have had a penalty. Let's try and be positive. Let's go out in that second half and let's get the goals we deserve, because we do not deserve to lose this game at the moment. That was definitely a penalty. 110%. I'm just watching the replay back now. That was a penalty. No doubt about it. Yeah, definitely should be a penalty. Bruno should have scored. Who else? Rashford, I think, had a good chance, didn't he? Let's try and be positive. Let's try and support the team. I don't think they've done anything which can kind of warrant us thinking that we're going to lose that game at this point. I know that Tottenham had one chance and they nearly scored, but other than that, I think we've looked pretty solid. We look like the better team, and we should go out there in the second half and we should win the game. The only thing I will say is, how many more chances are we going to miss like that? If I'm going to be critical, we had plenty of opportunities there to score and we didn't. The penalty was a penalty. There's no doubt in my mind about that. It should be a penalty. That's an absolute disgrace. But obviously, as people were saying in the chat, it's chalking one off for the Wolves one, which probably should have been a penalty for Wolves. But let me know how you're feeling at halftime. Yeah. Let's go. Irvin says both team strikers are in the graveyard shift. I can see United scoring though. I think we're going to get some substitutions, and I said this at the beginning of the game. Manchester United have better players on the bench than Tottenham do. We've got people like Sancho, we've got Eriksen, we've got Pellistri, we've got Anthony Martial. We've got game changers on our bench, whereas I don't really think Tottenham do. I think their best team are playing now. So if I was a Tottenham fan, that would be my worry. As the game goes on, the players get more tired. Are Tottenham going to be able to keep up this level? Are they going to be able to maintain it? I'm not convinced. I think we will go out there, and I do think we will win in the second half. What are people saying? Everything Carpy says, why United need a striker that can finish, and everyone moan about getting rid of Greenwood. I'm not sure what you mean, mate. Like, Greenwood isn't up to us. We can't say, oh, we have a striker, we should bring back Greenwood. We should go and buy a striker. If we need a striker, we should go and buy one. We can't just be like, That's just supporting the Glazers, really, isn't it? Like, the Glazers should go and buy a striker. We need a striker. Yeah, Greenwood isn't going to play. I don't know what you mean. It's people talking about the Antony situation. I honestly, at this point, I'm so sick of all of this stuff off the pitch. I'll talk about it as and when there's actually some legitimate news about it. But at the moment, it's his ex-girlfriend's going to potentially open a case against him in England. It's all just it's just I'm not ready to deal with that at this point. What's everyone else saying? Let's have a look. Malp says average first half, Onana man of the match. Lumen says, Kieran, do you agree Martial has a smarter footballing mind than Rashford? I think Rashford's a better player, but yeah, I mean, Martial does do better link-up play. Rashford isn't great at link-up play. He's quite selfish. Anthony's selfish. All of the front three are selfish. They are. Garnacho is probably the least selfish, and even he is selfish. So yeah, we definitely need to get those three gelling, because otherwise it's just going to be every single time they get the ball, they're going to try and shoot, and they're going to either score or miss, and that will just be our season, Right, what have we got? Ismail says Bruno off, Eriksen and Anthony out, Pellistri in. I wouldn't be taking off Bruno. I'd happily take off Anthony and bring on Pellistri, but I'm definitely not taking off Bruno Fernandes. I think Bruno's had a really good first half. I think Mason Mount had a good half. All of the defence had a good half. The only people who weren't great is probably Anthony. Rashford wasn't great, but let's be real, he didn't really have that many opportunities, did he? We're just watching the Bruno Fernandes chance back there. Bruno should have scored 100%. That's a goal 9 times out of 10. Chris says, Kieran, I'm thinking 2-0 Manchester United, Martial and Sancho to score. Yeah, hopefully, mate. Hopefully you're right. I still think we can win this game. I still think we will win this game. Tottenham haven't shown me anything to make me think that we need to be worried. They had one shot and it hit the post or whatever, and that was it. Malp says it's baffling that we're watching Manchester United Football Club play football without a striker. It's unbelievable stuff. Yeah, it is. It's an absolute disgrace. It's a disgrace that we've started the season with no striker. And then even the striker we do have, there's question marks about, isn't there? You know, about whether he's going to be able to fit in the league. Like, we need a world-class striker. Rasmus Højlund, as much as I hope he becomes a world-class striker, he isn't a world-class striker at this point, is he? Nobody in this chat can tell me he's a world-class striker. He isn't. World-class strikers are Harry Kane, Lewandowski, Erling Haaland. Those are world-class strikers. Like, he's not a world-class striker, and we need a striker. Lumen says, Kieran, what was lacking in the first half, the link-up or the final ball? Look, what was missing in the first half was goals. And I know that sounds obvious, but we had plenty of opportunities, good opportunities to score. But we've got Bruno Fernandes up there having to try and be the striker. We've got Rashford up there trying to be the striker, where he should be on the wing, taking people on and running past people. We need a goal scorer in that box. We would have scored a couple of goals, 100%. You know, if you had Erling Haaland up front in that team today, he would have scored that chance Bruno missed. He would have. 9 times out of 10, that goes in. And Bruno isn't a striker. Somebody in the chat saying Rasmus Højlund is a world-class striker. Okay, I assume you're trolling me. He definitely isn't. Lucky Solomon says, in referees are giving out yellow cards for no reason. Why? Have they changed the rules? Yeah, I think they have changed the rules. I think they've been told to be more strict on, what do you call it? Like, where people complain. I think they've been told to be a bit more strict about it. I don't know. It's a load of rubbish, really, isn't it? Lumen says we miss Kane. Yeah. I said this at the beginning of the season, though. I said if we get Harry Kane, I reckon we could win the league. We would have been 1 or 2-0 up today if we had Harry Kane in that team. Definitely. And let's just not forget as well. I know we can't blame the referees, but we should have had a penalty. Definitely. Simon says Greenwood hasn't kicked a ball for nearly 2 years. Do you think he's coming back next week and banging in goals? I agree with you, mate. Definitely not. Everything Carvey says, yes, they need a world-class striker. Apart from Osman, there isn't anyone. And at the moment, United won't get him. There is nobody else available, possibly Felix on loan. I mean, even Taremi from Porto would have probably scored that chance that Bruno Fernandes missed. He got 30 goals in the Portuguese league last season and 7 goals in the Champions League. I don't think it's a fair excuse to say there isn't a striker out there that we can sign. There are plenty of people available in the market who would have done better than Bruno and Rashford today. Bruno and Rashford aren't strikers. One's a winger and one's a centre midfielder. And that's the black and white of it. Joshua says, take Anthony off and bring on Anthony Martial. Yeah, I would do that. Let me know in the comment section, guys. Would you make any substitutions at halftime? And do you think Erik ten Hag will make any subs? I don't think we'll see any subs. I don't. The only one I might think we'll see is maybe Wan-Bissaka might come off. Not because he's playing badly, but because he's on a yellow card. And for some reason, Erik ten Hag always seems to take off right backs when they're on a yellow card. So I wouldn't be surprised if Dalot comes on at halftime. But yeah, Pellistri should be coming on for Anthony. Martial should be coming on for Anthony. Somebody else deserves a chance over Anthony because he was poor in the first game and he was poor today. I would definitely give someone else a chance. Even Sancho, somebody. Joshua says we need Rashford on the right. Yeah, look, for argument's sake, just stick Rashford on the left, put Garnacho on the right and put Martial or Sancho up front. Somebody says the only striker we have on the bench is... the only striker we have available is on the bench. Simon says Martial can't come on. He's signed up for Dancing on Ice. Saf says Anthony's wasting too many opportunities. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. But let's just try and stay positive, guys. Like, we should be winning. I know that means nothing, but we should be winning. We should have scored a couple of goals and we should have had a penalty. So let's hope we keep up the momentum and let's hope the luck changes our way and let's hope that we get a goal earlier on in the second half. And we go out and beat them. Overall, my review of my first half, I would say much better than the Wolves game. Much, much better. Much more enjoyable to watch. But we need to score some goals. Anthony is getting a lot of hate in the chat today. A lot. Somebody says Martial and Sancho on, Garnacho and Anthony off. I wouldn't be bringing off Garnacho. I think he's been good. But I agree that Anthony should come off. Somebody says put Rashford on the left, Sancho on the right. Yeah. Saf says we need Højlund to produce. It's scary how useless we are up front. Yeah. Simon says Rashford left and Martial down the middle. Milas says, do we have any world-class players? Jeez, you're putting the philosophical ones now. You're putting the bombshells in the chat. Do we have any world-class players? Oh, come on. You're putting me on the spot here. I would say Onana's probably world class, I think. I would say Varane's world class on his day. Martinez is on the brink of being world class. Wan-Bissaka's not world class. Luke Shaw, probably not world class. Bruno Fernandes, I would say he's one of the best centre midfielders in the Premier League. So yeah, I guess if you're talking about Premier League, I guess yeah, he's in the S tier of the Premier League midfielders. Rashford's not world class. Garnacho's not world class. Antony's not world class. Casemiro is a world class CDM, definitely. Mason Mount isn't world class. So I'd probably say from the starting 11 today, maybe 2 players are world class, in my opinion. But let me know in the comment section, guys. How many do you think are world class of the team that started today? And by world class, we mean, you know, the best in the world. Because somebody's going to say, what do you mean world class? That's what I mean. You know, are they in the top tier of players in their position? Casemiro, yes. Onana, I'd say he's probably in the top 10 goalkeepers in the world, yes. Bruno Fernandes, I'd say he's in the top 10 midfielders in the Premier League, if not the top 5, yes. You know, so that's how I'm basing this on. I'd say we've probably got 3 world-class players. Everything Carpy says, the only people to blame for this striker crisis is the Glazers, because if Qatar was in charge, they would have got Kane or Osimhen. 100%, mate, and don't let that, you know, go to miss. We should have a world-class striker playing for us today. We should. And if we had the new owners, that would have happened. We would have got Harry Kane. We would have got a Victor Osimhen. We would have got somebody. We've got to be getting very, very close now to the second half, guys. I would imagine it's a couple of seconds away. It's the adverts at the moment. But, yeah. Simon says, baffles me that Antony gets so much hate, yet Sancho has been getting a free pass for nearly 3 years. I mean, Sancho's barely played, though. If Sancho was starting every single week and was rubbish, everyone would be slagging him off. But he doesn't play. He doesn't. Sancho barely plays. So it's hard to say, oh, Sancho's rubbish when he comes on for 20 minutes of a game. Like, I just think that's a little bit unfair. And I think Sancho looked good against Wolves. I do. Oh, gosh. Magic Hotel says the Glazers should stick to fixing windows. Nice. Simon says, what's going on with the Amrabat deal? Nothing is going on with the Amrabat deal, my friend. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. The Amrabat deal is dry. Who knows? Newcastle United apparently just announced they're going to be sponsored by Adidas. I mean, that was definitely a penalty, wasn't it? Right, it looks like the teams are coming back out now. I will get the stopwatch set up so it can be in time with the match. Where are we? Yeah, so I will start the stopwatch. We should be kicking off in a couple of minutes. We've got to win today. We have to. Come on, get in the team huddle. Yes, boys. If I have to see Richarlison do that pigeon dance, I'm going to be absolutely fuming. That's the last thing I want on this Saturday afternoon, is to watch him pretend to be a pigeon. I mean, I can pretend to be a pigeon. I can pretend to be a seagull. I can pretend to be many different birds. But the last thing I want is to see Richarlison on my screen pretending to be a pigeon. Definitely not. Not going to happen. All right. I'm just trying to make sure the stopwatch is in the exact right moment. So give me a second here, guys. All right, we're kicked off. Here we go. Hopefully my stopwatch is working today. Lehman said, yeah, as I will be performing the chicken dance, the pigeon dance if we score. So that's something to look forward to. If Manchester United score, I will be doing Richarlison's pigeon dance. So let's hope we score, because that will be entertaining for you and probably embarrassing for me. I wonder what Erik ten Hag said to them at half time. I mean, what can he really say? You're playing without a striker. You should be winning, but none of you are strikers, and you missed the chances which a striker would score. Like, that's what I'd be thinking. Magic Hotel says, does the stopwatch play better? Well, in fact, I think it does. So my lucky stopwatch is live. And let's hope it does play better. Fred says, what about a bold eagle? Wow. I could be a bold eagle if you want, but I'm probably going to do the pigeon dance because that's what I've said I would do. So I'm going to stick to what I said. You will be getting the pigeon dance if we score today. It's only today, all right? It's a 1 day exclusive offer. If it happens tomorrow or another time, I'm not doing it again. So I'm just going to watch I'm just going to watch a video quickly, actually, just on my other screen, just to see the pigeon dance, Richarlison. All right, let's have a look. I'm just doing a bit of practice here. I'm just watching. Okay, I get it. So yeah, all right. I'm genuinely watching a compilation of Richarlison doing the pigeon dance on my other screen. Okay, he's good at it. To be fair, he's really good. I mean, he's clearly practiced at it a lot, hasn't he? I'm all prepared. I'm ready for the pigeon dance. Okay, anyway, let's focus on the game now. What is Casemiro doing then? Brilliant defending, Wan-Bissaka. Casemiro dodgy. Really dodgy. Anthony, come on. Take him on. Take him on. Rubbish. What was that? Awful. Absolutely awful. Magic Hotel says, be careful. The pigeon dance will aggravate the stiff neck. Yeah, fair enough. Or maybe it will improve it. Have you considered that? Maybe the pigeon dance will help my neck. Just like, yeah, all right, I'm not going to do it now. I'm not going to spoil it. Come on. Nice touch there by Rashford. Passes out to Garnacho. Come on, Garnacho. Luke Shaw, what are you doing? Come on, boys. Oh, rubbish. Awful. Absolutely awful. They're on the break here, literally. Where's our midfield? Yeah, Rashford definitely doesn't work as a striker. I agree with all of you who said, you know, I agree with all of you who said that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Rubbish. What? How did that even happen? It was a deflection. Terrible. Oh, it's a deflection off Lisandro Martinez, isn't it? And then, I mean, we had 2 or 3 better chances than that in the first half, and we missed. So, I mean, I don't really know what to say. You know, we should have scored a couple of goals in the first half, and we didn't. So, fair play to whoever that was who scored for them. He had a chance and he kicked it in the goal. You know, if you're going to analyse it black and white. Oh, I need to change the thing, don't I? 1-0 to Tottenham. Yay. Got to make some subs now. We've got to do something. I'm like a horse. That's what it's come to. That's what it's come to now. I'm having to entertain myself and pretending to be a horse. Come on, Anthony, score. Oh, he's just hit the post. Tottenham are up for it now. What was that? Awful. Anthony there nearly scored, didn't he? We've got to see a reaction now. We really do. We've got to get a goal. Richarlison's rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. I don't care if he can do a good pigeon impression. He's rubbish. Tottenham are up for it now. Need to make some substitutions. Good goalkeeping again there from Onana. Tottenham have got a corner here. James says, get Phil Jones on. Mate, I'd stick Phil Jones on up front at this point. Get Johnny Evans on up front. Maguire, any of them. They probably would have been able to score that chance Bruno missed. Probably, wouldn't they? The defenders. They're tall. They've got to get out on them. Got a Spurs corner. Oh, get it away. What was that? And actually, it's just done a bicycle kick. That's not a foul. That's never a foul. Get up. Oh. Rubbish. Get up. Look, Maddison, mate, just stop rolling around. Stop crying. There's two of them crying now. Oh, get up. No penalty. Thank. All over the place, aren't we now? He doesn't even touch him on that one. Oh. You know what? I do wonder what Manchester United's expectations, what the expectations that have been set are for this season. Like, do they think, have they told him that we need to win the league? Like, what do you actually think the Glazers have set the expectations for this season? We got third last season. What do you think the expectations are? Because I don't know. I just don't know what are the realistic expectations. I don't. If they think we're going to do better than third with the team we have at the moment, I just don't see it happening. I don't. Yeah, like the first 15 minutes of the game was Erik Ten Hag football. Was great. The rest of it has been pretty poor, hasn't it? Whether or not we deserve to be losing, I don't think so. I think if we'd have had that penalty, if we'd have scored the chances that we had, we should be at least drawing this game. But if you don't take your chances, you lose. So can't really have any complaints, can we? We need to make some subs soon, though, because... Come on, get on with it. I see a bit of urgency. Anthony, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Passing it forwards. Rashford, run. Rashford's literally... Oh, all right, it's a free kick here. Tom says the players don't seem to be bothered. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't know what to think anymore with Manchester United a lot of the time. It's very frustrating, isn't it? And I don't mean just because we're losing, you know. It's not as black and white as that. Oh, we got a free kick here. Come on, Bruno. Oh! Casemiro nearly scored there. Great opportunity. Great opportunity that. That should have been a goal as well. Good save. Really, really nice save that. Come on. Come on. Jesus. Not a foul. Get up. Why is he holding his face? He just fell over. Absolutely pathetic. Pathetic. It was nowhere near his head. Oh, it's pathetic, isn't it? Surely if we don't score again in this game, then they're gonna know that we need to go and sign a striker. We've bought a striker for £60 million plus add-ons who's injured and has only scored 9 goals, and we're expecting to get more goals this season. Like, yeah, I mean, they don't even have Harry Kane either. That just literally is rubbing salt in the wounds, isn't it? They've got a new manager. They haven't got Harry Kane. I mean, like, when you actually look at the goal, it's relatively unlucky. It takes a deflection off Martinez and goes to the player, but still. How he did the Rashford celebration. The Tottenham player did the Rashford celebration, didn't he? Come on. That's a good 5 minutes they've just wasted. Come on, Bruno. Oh. Oh, it's offside. I don't know, like, what to think, you know? First 15 minutes of the game, we looked good. I could see what Eric Ten Hag's trying to do, but the rest of the game's just, yeah. Are they not doing what Eric Ten Hag's saying? Like, Anthony's going to get a yellow card here, isn't he? He's getting frustrated. Madison's on a mad one. Is that Madison? Was it Kudasevsky? I don't know who it is, but somebody, yeah. Amnat says Rashford's career will be in danger if he continues playing like this. Eric Ten Hag is responsible for it because Rashford shouldn't be playing as a number 9. He is better on the left wing. Yeah, I agree with you, but yeah, I mean, Bruno should have scored. Rashford should have scored, and you know, Casemiro's chance probably goes in 50% of the time as well. Oh my god, Anthony, what was that? Terrible. At least he got the ball back, and he's just given the ball away again. Get him off. Awful. Absolutely awful. If Anthony doesn't come off in the next kind of 5 or so minutes, here we go. They're going to score now, aren't they? He's going to do that. He's going to do that pigeon dance. I can feel it. Yeah, I think Anthony has to go. Oh, lovely play by Tottenham. Lovely. We're literally getting destroyed now, aren't we? There has to be some substitutions coming on now. We've only got 30 minutes left of the game. Anthony's on a yellow card. He's just given the ball away twice in the space of 10 seconds. Surely he needs to come off. The way to ruin your Saturday, isn't it? Yeah, we need to get some subs on now. I don't know what we're waiting for. We're literally on the ropes. I hope that there's some people being, prepared on the substitutes bench. Bring on Sancho, bring on Martial. I don't care at this point. Just anybody. They're going to get another goal at this rate. We literally, I don't think we've had a... Other than the Casemiro header, I don't think we've even been in their box in this half, have we? It's relentless. Good defending there by Luke Shaw. Fair play to him. Yeah, second half, they've had 60% possession and 16 shots in our box, and we've had 3 shots and only 40% possession. Sorry, 3 touches in their box and 40% possession. We're being absolutely dominated. We're not seeing... Oh, look, make some subs now, please. Make some subs. Simon saying getting destroyed by Spurs. Yeah, we are. I thought we were going to come out in the second half and actually do something, but we're worse. We're just playing long ball now. We're literally just playing long ball, trying to play it over the top to Rashford, and that's not even working. Spurs are in again. Basuma. Oh, Basuma's good. Jeez. Basuma's looking really good today. All right, apparently there's some changes coming on. Eriksen's coming on. Eriksen's coming on. Dallow's coming on. Anthony's probably staying on then, is he? Why? Surely Anthony has to be coming off. So frustrating. Come on, that's yours. Good play. Well done, Luke Shaw. Come on. Oh, God. I honestly, I don't know what to think. I try and be positive. I'm a positive person. But when I see stuff like this, I'm just like, I'm lost for words. I am. I'm absolutely lost for words. We're playing against the Tottenham team who've just lost their best player. They haven't replaced him. They've got a man who does a pigeon dance as a celebration as the striker. Anthony, absolutely crap again. Terrible. Sancho's coming on. Sancho, Eriksen, and Dalot. Come on, let's see a reaction. Let's actually see some desire. Garnacho's coming off. You're joking. Don't tell me Anthony's staying on. I think Anthony's coming off. All right, Anthony's coming off as well. Wan-Bissaka's coming off. So Anthony's come off, Garnacho's come off, and Wan-Bissaka's come off. Eriksen, Sancho, and Dalot have come on. Come on, let's see a reaction. Looks like we've gone to a 4-2-3-1 now. Oh. Come on, fast. Let's see some attacking football. Yeah. We need a number 6 desperately. If we don't go and buy a number 6 after this match, it's an absolute disgrace. Anybody watching this match knows that we need a number 6. If we don't get a number 6, then I honestly think even with a number 6, we're going to be struggling to get top 4. Like, it could go really badly wrong if we don't buy a defensive midfielder. I just don't understand how it's gone so wrong in this half. Like, we actually looked all right in the first half. I was really positive at half time. What the hell was that? It's interesting that he hasn't brought on McTominay, though, isn't it? We've just, honestly, our only hope for like winning leagues and stuff is that the Glazers go. I think if the Glazers go, we can slowly start rebuilding, and it'll probably take 3 to 5 years for us to get to that place where we'll be in a position to be challenging from the league. I genuinely think we're that far away from it. I don't think we're one signing away from winning the league. I genuinely think we're new owners. You know, everything needs changing other than the manager. Tom says we had the same problem last year. Oh, pigeon. Honestly, he thought he was a pigeon there. Honestly, you should have seen the way that Richarlison flew then. He genuinely thought he was a pigeon. So what? Who's playing as the striker now? Is it Rashford? I think Bruno's playing on the right wing now. Yeah, he is. Bruno's playing on the right wing. I think Rashford's playing as the striker and Sancho's on the left. Yeah, I mean, what is Casemiro doing here? Tottenham have absolutely dominated us this half, haven't they? Oh, it's ours. What? How was that their throw-in? Malp says we're in trouble if we don't get players in this season. Big trouble. I agree with you, mate. I do. And as I said before the stream, like, the only way in which I see Manchester United making more signings is if we lose this game. If we lose, they'll react. Suddenly financial fair play would disappear. Suddenly money will come available. Suddenly we'll have the budget to go and buy Amrabat. That will happen. It always does happen. You know, and they think that we're stupid enough to not realise that. Bruno Fernandes on the wing again. DW says, Kieran, when are you going to start putting some blame on Ten Hag? I mean, what, is Eric Ten Hag's fault that we didn't get a striker? Is Eric Ten Hag's fault that they can't score goals? I mean, what do you want Eric Ten Hag to do? To run on the pitch, push Bruno Fernandes out of the way and headed the ball in the goal himself? I don't know. I'm not going to blame Eric Ten Hag because Rashford and Bruno can't finish goals. The pigeon's off. The pigeon is upset. He is very upset. He's furious. Angry pigeon. Yeah, I don't think you can really blame Eric Ten Hag for Bruno not being able to score and for them not being able to give us a penalty when it was a penalty. We had our opportunity to be comfortable in this game in the first half and we didn't take it. We missed really easy opportunities. But now we've just completely caved in, as we always do. We've caved in. It doesn't even seem like we're trying anymore. God. Come on. Yes, well done, Sancho. Come on, Sancho. Sancho's done more since he come on than Anthony did in the whole 60-odd minutes. Well done to Sancho. Come on. Still got 20 minutes left. We can still get a goal here. Like, at this point, obviously, I'll take a draw. A draw is better than a loss, obviously, but I don't know. If we have any ambitions above top 4, we need to be beating Tottenham. We do. That's a fact. I know people in the chat will say, oh, Manchester City lost at Tottenham last year and all the rest of it. I get that, but we're not Manchester City. We're not going to win 10 games in a row. I honestly think this season will be very similar to last. I think our home form will be really good. I think we'll beat teams at home, but I think away we're just going to do this. We might beat like Luton away. We might beat Bournemouth away, but I'm not expecting... Oh, Onana. I'm not expecting us to go and beat Manchester City, go and beat Arsenal, Liverpool. We're going to probably lose to all of them, aren't we? Call me negative, call me whatever you want, but I'm not seeing enough here today to show me that we're going to change our away form this season. I mean, Mina says, Kieran, do you think we will see Martial? I mean, if we don't see Martial, you may as well sell him. He's fully fit. If you can't even bring him onto the pitch to score you a goal, what is the point in having him in your team? Like, if you can't even rely on Martial to come and try and change a match, you may as well just get rid of him. Jesus. That just literally reminded me of Brentford last year, didn't it? Eriksen. Yeah, our midfield is awful. It is. When you summarise our 2 games, the first game of the season we should have lost. Wolves should have battered us that day. We were very lucky. This game... And this is what, supposedly our best starting 11, is it? It doesn't even look like we're going to score either. That's the bit that annoys me. It doesn't even look like we're anywhere close to getting a goal, does it? Have we even had a shot this half? Tottenham look way more likely to score than us, don't they? Maddison looks good. If you had to pick between James Maddison and Mason Mount, who would you go for? Let me know in the comments. Come on, Rashford. We're literally just playing long ball now, aren't we? There's no dominance whatsoever. It's get the ball, kick it as far as you can, and hope that Rashford gets in behind. That's all we're doing. Absolutely woeful. Terrible. I mean, what am I thinking if I'm Erik ten Hag? How many more subs have we got left? Is it 5 subs now? Because I'd be bringing on Anthony Martial. I would. Unless he's being sold, I would bring on Anthony Martial. What's the point in having him sit on the bench doing nothing? Bring him on. Stick him up front. Stick Rashford back on the left. Stick Rashford on the right. Get Bruno off the right wing because it doesn't work. Come on. Dallo. What are you doing, Dallo? Right, Bruno. Come on. I don't know why they keep putting the ball in the box as well. Terrible. What's the point in them kicking it in the box? We don't even have a striker. I don't know if Martial's going to play. I don't. Yeah, they're just saying on the commentary that this is the only team in the top 9 that we got any points against last season. Every other team we lost against in the top 9. Not good, is it? Literally all we've done this half is just try and get Rashford through, like with long balls. That's all we've done over and over again. Go on, Rashford. Rubbish. Terrible. Fred says, if I'm Eric Ten Hag, I'm seriously considering my future. Yeah, last season we lost 7 games against the top 9 and drew 1. What the hell was that? Oh, so poor. So poor. Yeah, as Ismail says in the chat, why do they keep crossing the ball into the box? We don't even have a striker on the pitch. Like, who do they? What do they think is going to happen? They think Harry Maguire is going to appear out of nowhere and header it in the goal. We need some more changes, though. Definitely. I just feel like Rashford's just untouchable now. I just feel like Rashford won't be brought off. Um, I feel like he has the now that he's got the new contract. I feel like Rashford literally is just going to play every single game, isn't he? Lehman says, "Are we not going to criticise Eric Ten Hag for this performance? Is he that untouchable?" I mean, the second half, yes. First half, we should have scored 2 or 3 goals and should have had a penalty. So the game could have been pretty much over in the first half if we actually had a striker. So I'm not going to criticise Eric Ten Hag that he's having to play a midfielder up front. But in the second half, we've just been completely overrun. We're playing long ball. Whether that's Eric Ten Hag's told them to do that, I'd be very surprised. I doubt Eric Ten Hag is telling them to do that. But I will say this: why we started with the same team as we started against Wolves completely confuses me. I would have happily seen Scott McTominay play in that midfield alongside Casemiro. I would have happily seen Sancho start, Anthony Martial start, Rashford start, whatever. Like, that's the only bit that I'll blame Eric Ten Hag. I don't know why we've played the same team as we started against Wolves, because we were absolutely terrible. We've been pretty terrible in this game as well. What was he expecting, you know? What are you doing, Mason Mount? Again, passing it into the box. Nobody in there. Yeah, I mean, starting the same team is definitely questionable. I will admit that. When I seen that he was playing exactly the same team that was awful against Wolves, I thought Tottenham are better than Wolves, and we're away from home. Um, Come on, just get a goal. Don't shoot from here. Come on. Oh my god. Terrible. Looks like some subs are coming on. Looks like Pelistri's coming on. I think Martial's coming on as well. Yeah, Martial's coming on and Pelistri's coming on. Martial should have started this match, shouldn't he? I think it should have been Rashford on the left, Martial in the middle, Sancho on the right. I think that would have been better, but obviously it's too late now. I'm not. Look, I don't know what people want from me in the chat. I'm not going to start saying Ten Hag out because we've lost one game. I'm simply not going to do that. Yes, I think it's questionable that he played the same starting 11 as before. I'm not going to blame Eric Ten Hag. Oh, there you go, 2-0. Oh, God. I don't even know what to say. Oh, God. I might just go and put my head in the... bury my head in the sand. I don't even have any sand here. I've got some mud. I might go and bury my head in the mud. Oh, it's an own goal as well. Martinez own goal. Awful. Terrible. James says, oh no, Martial is coming on. That's him injured for the rest of the season. Craig says worse than last season. This is just what happens with Manchester United, isn't it? It just ruins your weekend every single weekend, doesn't it? Let's be honest. Yeah, it's not Onana's fault. No way that's on Onana. It was an own goal. What's Ten Hag going to say after this match? What's he going to come out and say? Like, what can he really say? It's definitely not going in. It's an own goal. Awful. Absolutely terrible. How can Rashford be unhappy that he's been subbed? He's done absolutely nothing all game. How can he be in any way offended that he's been subbed off? I get it, you're a professional athlete, it's frustrating, but do you genuinely think that you've done enough to stay on the pitch today? Terrible. Our midfield is literally non-existent. Absolutely non-existent. Casemiro doesn't look up to the level. Bruno Fernandes. You need to get rid of... Look, if they don't get rid of McTominay, Maguire, and all of these players now, like they have to get rid of them now. Ten Hag can't sit there and say, oh, we're happy that he's at the club and all this stuff. You need to push them out of the club. If you're being told that you don't have the money to go and buy the people in the positions we need, that's on you. We need to get rid of McTominay. We need to get rid of Maguire. We need to get some money in and to buy the players that we need in those positions. It's an absolute joke. It is. Oh, for God's sake. Awful. Absolutely awful. Yeah, why is he not playing with Scott McTominay? I know most of you think Scott McTominay's crap, but why is Scott McTominay not playing? Unless he's being sold, why are you not playing him today? Either sell him or play him. Our midfield has just been absolutely woeful again today, isn't it? Again, putting balls into the cross. Who's gonna head in the ball into the goal? You haven't got a single striker on the pitch. I mean, there's nothing to be positive about from this game. There isn't. I honestly can't think of anything whatsoever to be positive about. I don't know about you. Onana made a couple of good saves in the first half. Other than that, it's been awful. Pellistri, go on, Pellistri. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. How is that not a penalty? How is that not a penalty? God's sake. I literally want to just go and bury my head in the garden. What am I going to even say on the match reaction? Like, absolutely terrible. Terrible performance. Awful. Tottenham haven't even been that good, have they, realistically? Let's be honest. Tottenham have been pretty average. Terrible game. I mean, to think that we've only first 2 games of the season, the first game we didn't deserve to win and we got 1 goal. Second game we've just lost 2-0. Like, we could have quite easily lost both of these first 2 games of the season, couldn't we? And it's not, let's be honest as well, it's not even entertaining to watch, is it, either? There was 10 minutes in the first half, 15 minutes maybe, that was entertaining for Manchester United. The rest of it has been woeful. I tell you what, though, we need to see changes on that game next weekend. Oh, my God. What about a minute left of the game now? Yeah, the dog's barking downstairs. To be fair, the dog barking's probably more entertaining than this. Come on. At least get 1 goal, just for your own respect. Terrible. Awful. Come on, get it in the... Go on. Oh, rubbish again. Yeah, like if McTominay and Maguire don't get sold now, if we are stuck with this squad for the rest of the season, we have an injured striker who scored 9 goals last season, and that's it. I honestly don't know. We're not going to get top 4, I don't think, based on what I've seen today and against Wolves. If this is what we're stuck with, Rashford's got his new contract and he's now pretty much gone non-existent. Anthony, poor. Who else? Casemiro looks out of it. The defence look okay, although Martinez had a bit of a bad game today. Onana's looked good. Luke Shaw's looked all right. Wan-Bissaka's looked all right. But we can't score goals. Mason Mount and Bruno doesn't work for me either. I don't think they work together. They're too attacking. They both are the same type of player. You can't have 2 of those types of people playing in your team because every single game you just get completely overrun. I just don't think we're going to score goals. I just don't see goals in our team at all at the moment. And to think that all of our hope is lying on this 20-year-old who's like, it's just mental. It really, really is mental. There was plenty of opportunities for us to score as well. So Oh, for God's sake. I just, yeah. Oh my God. Sancho's just been absolutely destroyed by Højbjerg. Again, you know what? I think the only positive from this game was Onana. I think Onana was really good in the first half. He made a quality ball over to Garnacho. Made some good saves. Other than that, I would say it's been absolutely terrible. Awful. So annoying, isn't it? Spurs are just going to hold on to the ball now, aren't they? Joe says, are we good enough to be in the top four if we only bring in Onana, Mount and Højlund? I don't think so. Based on what we've seen so far, I don't think we're good enough to be in the top four. When Newcastle were playing how they are, Brighton are playing how they are, both of those teams are better than us. Newcastle and Brighton are better than us, no doubt about it. Chelsea are probably going to be better than us. Liverpool are, Arsenal are, Manchester City are. There's probably 4 or 5 teams minimum who are better than us. And we can't just rely on luck. We can't just rely on dodgy goals. I wouldn't be surprised if Tottenham get another one here. Remember as well, though, that 5th place gets you Champions League now, apparently. So maybe that's what they're looking at. If you become 5th, you get Champions League. So maybe they're just focusing on that. Maybe they want to get 5th place. Champions League is always the goal for Manchester United, isn't it? At the end of the day, the Glazers don't care about winning the Premier League. They're happy with the Champions League, for getting in the Champions League. Sorry. Basuma man of the match again. Basuma looks good. Another player that we should have signed and didn't. I think we were linked to him, weren't we? Terrible. You know what? People are saying criticise Ten Hag, blah, blah, blah. I will say this, all right? I don't understand why he started the same team as we did last week. That's a questionable decision. And I don't know why we've spent £60 million on Mason Mount. Those are the 2 things that I'm criticising him about. Other than that, I'm not going to criticise him because I think he has done well. But spending 60 million on Mason Mount when you clearly need a CDM and you need another striker is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, for God's sake. It's just like, what's even the point of watching this anymore? Terrible. We got Nottingham Forest next, obviously at home, and then we've got Arsenal. We've got to obviously beat Nottingham Forest at home. Arsenal, I reckon, will probably lose. Well, we will lose to, won't we, based on this? Really poor. Manchester United got a corner here. Terrible. This second half is honestly one of the worst halves of football I've ever seen from Manchester United. Absolutely awful. Got about 1 minute left of the game, 2 minutes left, tops. Oh, just hit the crossbar. Offside anyway. I don't even know where we go from here. Like, if we don't get more signings. I mean, this game is done, isn't it? It's like, what's even the point? Joe says, now I'm getting worried to face Arsenal, City, Chelsea, Liverpool. Yeah, of course. We were terrible against Wolves. We were terrible against Tottenham. Imagine what's going to happen when we go and play Manchester City. Even Chelsea. Like, they're going to batter us. They probably will, yeah. I just pray, I just hope that the Glazers go and we just, rubbish. Got a free kick here on the edge of the box. Awful. I honestly think it'll be the same as last year. I think we'll win like most of our home games, if not all of our home games, and I think we'll lose most of our big away games. I think that's what's going to happen. Seems to be the most likely thing realistically, doesn't it? I mean, even if we score here, it's, you know. Rubbish. Terrible. Yeah, maybe we buy some players now, maybe. Who knows? To go from the performance we had. All right, it's full time there, guys. I'm going to wrap up the video. Thank you for watching. I will catch you on the match reaction in a couple of minutes' time. Speak in a minute. Bye-bye.